Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be playing Retro Bowl. If you don't know what this game is, it's basically 16-bit Madden on your phone. But I need you guys to answer a question from me. I'm going to go through an entire season of Retro Bowl today, and I want you to decide if I am good at this game or not, because when I play this game at school, everyone says that all I do is just play this game and I'm way too good at this game. So I just want, to, have your guys' opinion on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get right into it with our first game at home against New York. Also, by the way, my team is the Rams in Retro Bowl and in real life. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce you guys to my roster. We'll do that in a little bit. And you can start off right now. My running back, Debo Reeser, he's pretty good. He doesn't really have that much stamina, but he does run very fast. And he's really good as an option down the field. He's also good when I just do a little pass to him behind the line of scrimmage as well. That's always good. Right here. There you go. That was a 15-yard catch by Reeser there to get the first down. And we're already I think we're in the red zone. I also have my receivers up here that I'm pointing to. That was something Komet. I forgot what his first name was, but it's something with a T and then Komet. And he's pretty good. He's my youngest receiver. He runs very fast. He runs for a while. He's pretty good. And then our veteran wide receiver down here that I think I threw to was Pharaoh Beck. Whoever this is, who is it? Oh, it's Komet. I think it's Tashawn Komet or something like that. That's his name. And throwing to all of them, my quarterback, Felton Ditson or something like that. All these guys have had insane seasons, several thousand yards for all of them. No, why was it a fumble? Okay, speaking of fumbles, actually, I've been playing this game a lot, so, I've seen some things in this game. I'll play it right now. There's a time where one of the receivers fumbled the ball, and then it just so happened that the other receiver was, right next to him. So it looks like he threw he threw it up into the air because he fumbled it, and then the other guy caught it and ran it in for a touchdown. I don't even know how one would do that, but he did. I also, as maybe you can tell, I do like playing Retro Bowl. I do have some ideas for it, but if you have any more that you want me to do, then I'll gladly do them, because I think this game is pretty fun. Alright, about to get my next touchdown of the game right here to commit. This is actually not one of my best performances right now. I usually average 40 points a game, and obviously we didn't do that this game. Weren't even close. So now we can go take a look at our roster. We have Felton Ditson, as I already said, Debo Reeser, Tashawn Komet, Pharaoh Beck, Gary Pugh, Mohamed Zico, Darion Landrum, Deshaun Bodine, Doran Gano, and Jalen Tuttle. And we could also look at my actual guy here, Jordan the Go. He's played 993 games and have only simmed 5 of them. And he's 84 years old, and he's still out here coaching the Rams. As you can see, I have won 43 Super Bowls. And we can look through my history right here. I went undefeated last year. This year was a year where I did most of the games for extreme mode. That's why I went 14-3, which was my worst record in years basically. It's my 33rd year coaching the Los Angeles Rams. There was times where I went undefeated for several seasons in a row, right here. Yeah, look at this. Look how many undefeated seasons right here, in a row. In Phil, I went to Philly for a little bit before going to LA, and then I spent some time in Houston and Green Bay, and then I started off my career in Seattle, which was 40. It was 40 years ago when I was last in Seattle, and now I've won the NFC West 33 times in a row, and in total, I'm pretty sure I've won the NFC West a lot of times, including my time in Seattle. So as you can see here, though, I didn't really know like how to play Retro Bowl. Like, I made the wild card here. I didn't even make the playoffs that year. I was a champion that year. I made it to the championship round, the NFC championship this year, and then I went to Green Bay, and then I only got to the divisional before I lost. And then, I figured it out, and now I have won the Nets 42 Super Bowls, so that's pretty cool. Let's look at my record over here. I've played 47 full seasons. I am 734-66 in regular season games, with a win percentage of .917. I am 135-3 in playoff games, and my playoff win percentage is .978, with my only losses being when I was in Seattle and Green Bay 40 years ago. I've reached 46 out of the 47 playoffs. The most points scored by both teams that were playing was the Jets and me, with a 60-30 win by me. My biggest win was a 64-0 shutout by me against Detroit. And then we don't have to talk about the biggest loss. We don't have to talk about that. My starters were rested. My most touchdowns was the 72-14 game against New Orleans. And I'm 0-5 in sim games, probably because I didn't have my starters out. So things are going well in LA on the Rams. My stadiums stuff is maxed out. My coaches are maxed out. I do want to get a better defensive coordinator, because my defense didn't, according to like the end of the year thing, it says like what your fans think about your team, and like they would say like, oh, the defense was great or something like that, but they didn't do like incredible like how all the offensive players do, including the O-line. Okay, right here you can look at the Retro Bowl winners, and it's been the Los Angeles Rams for the past what was it, like 23 years, I think? I'm not really 100% sure. Yesterday I won Super Bowl 106. It was a pretty bad one. Denver didn't even stand a chance. The one before that, though, 105, that one was good. It was a close game too. I almost lost to Tennessee. And then, as you can see in my Retro Bowls, 40 points, 40 points, 44 points, 46 points. This was my extreme season, and then this is it right here. Also, some of the Roman numerals do get pretty long, like this one, which I think is Super Bowl 88. So yeah, Super Bowl 88, that was a big one right there. I'm not really sure even if I will be able to live to Super Bowl 88, but if I do, it'd be pretty interesting to see how they do the Roman numerals for Super Bowl 88. Anyway, let's go into our game against San Francisco. Sorry I had to bore you with a bunch of coaching stuff and just like showing off my stats and stuff. Now we can go back into just, playing Retro Bowl. Ooh, okay, I was like right there. I hate when I like dive way too early, or just like I get like tackled like at like the 0.00001 yard line. Like I didn't score somehow. But yeah. Also, by the way, I do 2-point conversions basically all the time. So when I first started playing, I did I just took the 1 point because that'd be easier, I think. But like it was super difficult for some reason, or the first time I kicked a field goal or something like that. Whatever I did, it was really hard to kick in this game. So I found it easier to just do the 2-point conversion all the time. I won't get it, but I'm way more successful with it than doing the 1-point conversion, and I get more points out of it for completing it. So it's just pretty good. I've also found out that like pressuring the CPU to do like dumb things, like always going to 2-point conversions because I keep doing 2-point conversions, making them do like stuff like that because they're down by like 8 points right now instead of just 7, or like something like that. I found out they'd like kind of like panicked, so they're like, oh, we gotta catch up, and then they start doing 2-point conversions. They can't do it. They start doing like 2-point conversions, but they can't get it. They try to go for it on 4th down. They do like Hail Marys when, oh, whoops, that was a terrible throw. What was I doing? At the end of the quarter, they just do like a Hail Mary because that's like their only hope, basically. No, it was like right there. We could have scored another touchdown. So yeah, just like pressuring the computer player to do like dumb things like that because they're losing, that really helps you out a lot. Now, if it's a close game, then you actually have to try. I know, so boring, right? Like, as you can see, it's kind of close right now, so I'm just trying to go for it. But it's also kind of easy for me personally just to go like do stuff like that, like long passes or stuff like that. It's more successful for me because my quarterback has a very strong arm and my wide receivers are fast. I think I found out my like coaching strategy earlier in the like when I was in Green Bay. That's when I figured out on how I won the next 43 Super Bowls. But I figured out like, okay, so like it doesn't even matter how good my quarterback is. As long as I have like two fast receivers, they'll be able to go faster than the defense or juke out the defense, stuff like that. They'll be able to just be better than the defense. I store more points. That means I win more often because I have more points than what they got, because that's how the game works. It doesn't even matter how good they are at catching or what their stamina is like or their strength even. Oh no, my only defensive back. Are you serious? Anyway, they can just go down the field. My quarterback with a very strong arm can just go down there or just throw it down there and they'll catch it. We also look at my Hall of Fame over here as well. Right now, our quarterback Felton Dixon has 74,000 career passing yards. His average throw is 22 yards. We also go to my guy in Houston. Don't really care about him. He did all right, I guess. I don't really remember. It was like a couple months ago. In game, it was like 30 years ago or 20 or something like that. Anyway, this was my best quarterback of all time right here. I don't know how to say that. Mosby is literally the GOAT of all time. 8,000 attempts for 6,800 completions. And he got 133,000 yards. It does count playoff yards, so kind of not cool, but it doesn't really matter if you have 1,300 yards or 133,000 yards. Doesn't really matter. I think Dyson still has like 5 or 10 years left, so he could definitely get to like 100,000, but I'm not sure about 133,000. Then we also get to Cody Reader. This was my best running back so far, I think. 11,000 career rushing yards and 8,000 career receiving yards. Not bad. Not bad having 19,500 combined yards. Wesley, this guy was also pretty good in Seattle. I do remember him. He was like, I got him in like the 3rd round and he turned out to be like the best player. This guy was really good. He even got MVP 2 times actually. This was a 3rd round pick, by the way, and he became MVP. Okay, now we can get to my wide receivers. Kern, Saber, I do remember Saber and Kern. These guys were pretty good. Barkley is my first guy from Los Angeles in the Hall of Fame. 43,000 yards, not bad, not bad. Edelman has 46,500 yards, not bad. We'll get to Junior in a second because that's the best wide receiver. Then we got all my defensive players from LA. They were all pretty good. But let's get to Junior real quick. You also got to remember that Junior played most of his career with Mosby, or all of his career with Mosby. These guys pretty much grew up hand in hand on LA. So it was pretty nice and kind of sad when he retired. But he was only 300 yards away from having 50,000 yards. Again, it does count playoff yards as well, but still, like 50,000 career yards is crazy. And he had 600 touchdowns. This guy was also the best wide receiver of all time. I just coach greatness. That's how it is. Also, come on, Jalen Tuttle. I know your Achilles or something like that. Something happened to you, but you don't need to like have something in your car. I think that's what it was. Okay, time to get my head out of the past because now we gotta go to the present. Oh, there we go. That was a breakaway. I like how like I can mindlessly play Retro Bowl now because I've just been playing it for so long. Don't even have to think about it. Like sometimes I'll just be like, I'll play like retro, like let's say it's in class, right? I just play Retro Bowl, something happens, I just kind of like look away, and then I'm like, oh, they scored an 80-yard touchdown somehow. I don't even know why. And then I watch the replay and I'm like, how did he even do that? I wasn't even paying attention most of the time. I think Reezer's definitely going to go into the Hall of Fame because, I mean, just the stuff he's done here, it's pretty good. But like, he doesn't even have that good stamina. He's just like, I think he's strong and he's fast. So for the little bit of time he can run, he's able to just like go very far. No, that was an interception. It's going to be a pick six. Just kidding. So, wonder what Houston's going to do here. They do have a chance to overtake me, but they don't. Tied 14 apiece. Luckily, we have the ball first. That would be really bad if they got the ball after they just scored. Also, as you can see, I'm not perfect. I throw pits all the time. They're not really on... I mean, they are on accident. Like, sometimes they miss or just like underthrow the receiver, and then, you know, the defense is just able to get it. But on extreme, no, they just like found a way to get pissed. Like, I threw pretty much a perfect pass to one of my receivers, and then the defense, the D-back, will jump up and grab the ball and then just run it. And depending on where they were, they could easily get a pick six. Extreme mode was definitely interesting. But like, the thing is though, like, I just like playing Retro Bowl when I have, you know, nothing else to really do. Like, kind of just like a time waster, pretty much. Ooh, how did he even catch that? I don't even know. This is what I mean. I just like... If I did that in, like, school, I would be like, oh, it's just going to be incomplete. And then I'll look back at my phone and I'll be like, how did he get a touchdown? I forgot what I was going to say, because I was just still shocked at how he even caught that. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. I see Retro Bowl as kind of like, you know, like a time waster. Like, if I have nothing else to do, I'll just play Retro Bowl. I don't think this is going to be a touchdown, but, you know, might as well try, right? Okay, so I swear I average like 40 points a game. Something like around like the 40-point range. I average that most of the time. Like, 38 is definitely a reasonable score because I just missed like one 2-point conversion. But if I got that 2-point conversion, we would have had 40 points. Oh, wait, let's go to Ditson real quick. Where is his stats? Oh, he only got 2 touchdowns that game? What a fraud. Alright, we're going against a 5-star defense, but a 1-star offense. I wonder how this is going to go. Okay, I also remember what I was saying earlier before that play happened. I see Retro Bowl as like a casual game. So putting it on extreme, it is a pretty decent challenge. And what am I saying decent? It is a very, you know, like, difficult challenge because the defense is super good. The offense scores on pretty much like every single play, and that's going to be a pick. That was on accident, and it's going to be a pick six because of course it is. So yeah, you know, stuff like this happens, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Oh yes, it wasn't a pick six. We don't have to put that on Mosby, or not Mosby's, what's his name? On Ditson's record. We don't have to put that on Ditson's record. Also, in the playoffs, I've seen a lot of stuff as well. Like, I've seen like the equivalent of like the Cowboys in the AFC. Like, there's actually 2 Cowboys in the AFC. Earlier, with my time in the Rams organization, the Dolphins were pretty much the Cowboys of the AFC. Like, they would have like the 2nd seed or the 1st seed, and they would just lose like immediately. Like, how did they do that? We don't know. And then Las Vegas, I think one year they went like 15-2 or 14-3 or something like that. They were a very good team, and then they got first rounded, but they didn't make the AFC Championship, so maybe they are clearing their Cowboys reputation. Also, speaking of the Cowboys in this game, they are a actually competent team in the playoffs. They're able to get to like the divisional round until they go against me and they lose, or they go to the NFC Championship and then they go against me and they lose. Also, we also gotta keep in mind here that I'm pretty sure I am undefeated against a bunch of teams. Like, there's teams that I've lost to, but I think I've lost to everyone in my division once, not even just on the Rams, just like in my entire career in Retro Bowl. I think I have a winning record against every single team in the NFL, and there's teams that I'm just like undefeated against. Like Dallas, for example. Like, every time I went against Dallas, like, I'm pretty sure I always won. I'm not 100% sure about that because maybe I lost to them when I was in Philly or in Seattle. But definitely on the Rams, I definitely own the Cowboys. And also, I couldn't get the final 2-point conversion. I almost got 40 points. Also, you guys saw that, right? Like, okay, so like, I threw the interception, and it was almost a pit sis, and then I went out and scored 38 points after that. 38 unanswered points. I have a little bit of a dilemma on my team. So my old players, Ditson and Dano, they're old, not a bad thing. They can still, do stuff. But the problem is that they lose their condition goes down really bad. And basically your condition is basically your health. The lower your health is, the more chance you are of being injured. These two guys especially, but like all of them, I like resting my players from time to time because they are definitely not going to make it to the bye week. Like they're already at 70% and our bye week's on week 13. I'm not 100% sure if conditions means that, or like a lower condition means your player has a higher chance of being injured. I'm not 100% sure about that, but like there's been times where like that player had like bad like condition and they got injured. So maybe. So I need to do some research real quick. I think we should just bench them for this game right here against Green Bay, because we do have a very tough schedule coming up. We got to go against 5-star offense and defense Arizona in a couple of weeks, and then we got Washington and Detroit, which are 4 stars and 3 stars on offense and defense. So I'm gonna make sure my players are good for that, and then I think maybe, and then we can definitely bench them for week 9 against New England. Also, by the way, I am recording this on the Saturday of the divisional round. So what is it today? It is the 18th of January. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to upload this video the Friday before Super Bowl Sunday, which is the 9th, which also happens to be my birthday, but not relevant. So I have no idea what teams are going to be in the championship round. I don't even know a single team because the Texans and the Chiefs haven't played yet, or any team for that matter. So I don't even know. Like, for all I know, the Rams could be in the Super Bowl right now when this video releases, but I don't even know because I'm living in the past right now. Back to Retro Bowl. Oh wait, it's 4th down and goal. How am I supposed to? Yeah, how was I supposed to do that? I should have just kicked a field goal, but still, how is it 4th down and goal? Maybe this defense is a little better than I thought. I do kind of feel bad for my receivers because, like, for the longest time, that was, like, the biggest part of my offense. Having 2 fast, good receivers. They don't even have to be good. Just having 2 fast receivers, that's, like, a signature of my offense. But, like, now I'm using the running back a lot more. I don't even know why. I mean, in this situation, it does make sense because my guy is a backup quarterback. He's nowhere near as good as my main guy is. But now, oh wait, he did a touchdown? Finally, he got a touchdown, 25 yards. But, like, even if Ditson's in, like, I just, like, play it safe. I only do, like, short passes and stuff like that. Commentate the last touchdown, but there you go. 28 yards. Or no, not 28 yards. 28 points. I mean, actually, my receivers didn't do that bad. The problem is that Komet and Beck, they get the ball and then they get like 10 yards at a time, maybe 20, and then they get like into the end zone, and then I just start rushing it with Reezer because the defense gets like really tight in the red zone, and it's more riskier to pass it in the red zone because there's a chance that it gets picked off. That there's a way higher chance if it gets pissed off. I mean, Komet had 3 touchdowns and Beck had 146 yards, so I think we're still I'm pretty sure we're still doing fine. And now we can unbench all my starters. I don't think that's a word. We're just not worried about that. We can unbench our starters and go into our next game against Washington. Also, if you were the one that was playing Retro Bowl at my team meeting, you can't do that. You gotta pay attention. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously worked. We've won the Super Bowl the past 33 years, so as long as you just stick to the game plan, we'll be fine. This is a possibility for a playoff matchup right here. Washington versus the Rams in the NFC Championship. It'll be at SoFi too. And I think next week in Retro Bowl, it'll be at Detroit. And that's a possible playoff matchup as well. And also, technically, Houston versus Rams, it wasn't at a neutral site, but that's also another playoff matchup for the Rams that we've seen in Retro Bowl. Also, what? How is that not it? That was like right there. Come on. Ooh, okay, can I finally prove to you guys that I actually average 40 points a game? This is not a very good situation, as you can see, because we're backed up into our own end zone. Ooh, there we go, that's a big throw. Oh, no! Okay. Okay, so... I think that's come on. Yes! Yes, there you go. Finally! I proved to you guys. I can average 44 points per game. This thing has happened all the time, and I'm not actually thinking about it. I swear. You guys saw with the past Retro Bowls, I average 40 points or somewhere around that range, 38. That's my goal every game. Ooh, here we go. At Buffalo as well. That's another playoff matchup. Again, it will be on a neutral site, but still. Now that was a past playoff matchup versus Minnesota at home. Kansas. I mean, this year Kansas City is actually undefeated, so I do have a rival this year because I'm undefeated and they're undefeated, and we're in the West. But you know what I mean, right? It's not your typical contenders. Look, Buffalo's 1-5, Baltimore's 2-4, Pittsburgh is 2-4, Tennessee is undefeated as well. Wow, this is gonna be a very interesting year. 3 undefeated teams, and Washington just got their first loss of the season as well to us. I mean, to be fair though, if you lost by 41 points, I'm pretty sure you're a fraud. You shouldn't have an undefeated record if you lost by 41 points. To be fair, it is the best team to ever be assembled in Retro Bowl, but still. Anyway, time to go into our possible playoff matchup against the Lions. Also, I'm just gonna say, I have a vengeance against Detroit in Retro Bowl, because in real life we lost to the Lions, or I say we, I don't know if there's any other Rams fan. If you're a Rams fan, leave a comment down below. The Rams have lost to the Lions 2 times, once in the playoffs and then once in the regular season. To be fair, they were close games, but now every time I go against the Lions in real life, or not in real life, in Retro Bowl, I just come back with a vengeance. That 54-point shutout. If the Rams lose against Philadelphia, then you better know it. Next time I go against Philadelphia in Retro Bowl, I'm going to score 80 points on them. Also, I do want to show you guys, I'm actually very good at coaching in this game. Or, well, not coaching, but, just assembling a team. I do want to do just a video where I start from scratch and then just make a team, because you could just chalk up me having all these great players because of free agency, because I have all these credits, but I swear these guys are drafted, or most of them are. Some of them I do get from free agency, but most of them are drafted. We just have one more game, and it's against Arizona. Now, I am going to turn on extreme mode for this game, because, extreme mode basically makes the team you're going against 5 stars on offense and defense, and Arizona's already that. How are they 3-3? That doesn't even make sense. So yeah, we're going to just do that. Let's see how it goes. How are they last in the division, despite having a 5-star offense and defense? They should also be undefeated as well until this game. See, with the stream, your brain has to stay sharp. Because the defense will do stuff like that where they just immediately go after you, and they'll sack you in 2 seconds. When you throw a catch, they'll just sprint towards the guy who caught it. It's extreme to play extreme. Why can't I change the play? That would be very helpful right now. But I mean, we still got the not the fourth down, the first down. Why? See, there's some things about this game that made no sense. Like, why would I want my guy to stop in the middle of the thing? It's not like you can't juke them out. The other team's players will still like run towards you. Staying completely still won't do anything. They'll just stop in dead in their tracks. Kind of annoying. I see the end zone on the out of the corner of the screen. I see it. Come on, there we go. Komet with the 17-yard touchdown before heading into the locker room. And then we get the 2-point conversion with Reezer. Reezer got Offensive Player of the Year during that extreme year that I did. Because, I mean, like, look at this. He basically did this entire drive. No! Are you serious? That's it's crazy how many times I was, like, just short of getting the 2-point conversion. It's crazy. Also, why am I passing? This is a terrible idea. But, I mean, it's gonna work out. I mean, now that we're past the 10-yard line, I think we should go and get another touchdown, you know, just to really show off to this Arizona home crowd. That was a terrible idea, though. If you do extreme mode, do not, just try and get extra points. Just take the knee. If the defense is, 5 stars, or, 4.5 or something like that, then I will just do, extreme mode. But now we're going to go back to hard mode. Let's go into this game against New England. Ooh, there we go. We just got an interception. I love it when I get interceptions right in their, right next to their end zone. There we go. Another catch to Beck. Here we go. Ran it in. Oh, I was kind of zoning out. I dove too early. I was kind of zoning out and just thinking about other things. Also, for some reason, the only 2 options for my receivers is that you either get a 20-yard touchdown or an 80-yard touchdown. Those are the only 2 options. I think sometimes you might get something that's under 20 yards, maybe in the 10s, maybe. But anything past the 10-yard line, that's a Reezer's touchdown right there. Oh, I forgot to rest my starters for this game. Whoops. Hopefully we go against an easy opponent this week, or else we will have a lot of problems. Or we can just, spend a bunch of coaches' credits to boost their condition, but I don't really like doing that. Wait, why did I go for it? I could have just taken a knee, but maybe Beck just wants a touchdown. You never know. And never mind. He got 50 more yards though. I do also kind of realize I am kind of stat padding everyone on my team basically. Saturday and Sunday have passed, and we have our matchup set for the conference championships in real life. I saw the Rams lose on live television. Kind of sad. Philadelphia in Retro Bowl, you better watch your back. Count your days until our next matchup, because I might score 80 points. Are you serious? I just got Vietnam War flashbacks after that play. I still can't believe we just gave it to Kyrie and he fumbled it twice. Okay, it's 4th and 2 kind of situation at the same spot they lost at. Would they have won? I don't know. But we were just so close to making the NFC Championship. And so, yeah, I already said the Retro Bowl version of Philadelphia better watch their backs, because they're about to get the BTA, if you know what I mean. There's so many questions about the team now, too. The Rams in real life, not in Retro Bowl. There's no questions about this Rams team in Retro Bowl. Is Stafford gonna retire? Is he gonna try and do another season? Because, personally, I feel like the Rams could easily make the NFC Championship next year. Like if they as soon like all they need to do is just fill the couple of spots in their roster. Like, is Chris Shula, the person who completely revitalized this Rams defense, is he gonna stick around? Is he gonna go somewhere else and head coach somewhere else? Hopefully he stays, because hopefully the people that want to hire him are like, well, this guy allowed 440 plus yard rushing touchdowns by Saquon and several yards in everywhere. I don't think we should hire this guy. I don't think he's cut out to build an entire team. Hopefully people are like that. And then we'll secretly know that Chris Shula just didn't have the pieces yet. Once he gets the pieces, he'll be unstoppable. And then, you know, after we win the Super Bowl, then we can give him away. So what is wrong with my team? Why are they, like, exhausted? At least we can bench them right now. So we're going to go to Miami. They are the best team in the AFC East, so might be difficult. Oh, I swear, if I keep getting like flashbacks to when Kyrie fumbled the ball twice in a row, when Reezer fumbles the ball in Retro Bowl, I think I don't even know what I'll do. It literally is just like an instant replay in my head anytime that happens. I don't think you guys understand. But I mean, now after they scored, now we'll have a 40-7 game. Right, at least we're going into the bye week. Now my whole team is rested up, and now we're gonna go right into an extreme game against Arizona. How are they like a 5-star offense and defense, and they have a losing record right now and last in the division? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, and of course they scored already. So let's, you know, start and trying to get back into it. This is like the hardest part about extreme mode. You gotta keep your brain sharp. You know, I do just realize how my team kind of, you know, like resembles the real life Rams roster. I mean, except for Ditson. I mean, Ditson is fast. Stafford is old. I mean, he's probably still fast, but you know, he's not as fast as Ditson is. And then, you know, Kmet is like the younger receiver, and Beck is the older receiver, like Cup and Puka. And then Debo Reezer is like, you know, like Kyron. I don't even know. I mean, come on, don't be an interception, please. Oh, come on. No. No. I mean, it's fine. It's not that bad. And we start off with the ball, so it's not too bad. Oh yeah, I thought of another retro ball idea right now as I'm playing. I just go through a season and like I commentate over it like an NFL announcer, and like put like NFL like style like scoreboards up. I mean, like it would be, you know, just like kind of whatever, but like I think it would be interesting, like a fun editing challenge. Also, this is not the best situation that we are in, but we got the first down somehow. Don't even know how. One thing is for certain though, I am very good at wasting time in this game. I don't even know why I ran out of bounds there. Okay, so now Reezer with the 6-yard touchdown. I think that should ice the game maybe. And yeah, after that, the store a touchdown and get an extra point. No, not Farrell Beck. At least he'll be out for just one game. I only like to do it during like teams that are like actual like 5 stars, and I feel like it just makes it more realistic. I wish there was like an exaggerated game mode. Let's say you're going against like a 1-star offense, and like you're like a 3-star defense. The 1-star offense would like barely score any field goals, but like if they're a 5-star offense, they'll like score on almost every single drive. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing anyway, but still. I mean, to be fair, I don't turn it on like easy mode when I'm going against a 2-star team. Anyway, oh wait, you can switch? Wait, hold up, wait. I just, okay, wait, you can switch from doing a 1 point to a 2 point? I did not know that. Reezer with 200 combined yards and 3 touchdowns? There's no way. I felt like I was like throwing it to bed like all the time. Reezer last game had 191 yards receiving? He only had 15 rushing yards. Anyway, going against Seattle. I'm not going to do extreme mode. I feel like 5-star defense is when I turn on, or like 4.5 or 5-star defense is when I turn on extreme mode. I mean, to be fair, they kind of, whoa, and that was a pick. Okay, so maybe I am in extreme mode, but you know, they didn't do anything with it. I was trying to say he's doing all this rushing because he only got 15 yards last game as I throw a 30-yard touchdown to Komet. See what I mean though? Like this, I think like the defense was like 2.5 stars. Like a 2.5-star defense would not be able to like do anything. Would not be able to like get like a pick or something like that. Oh wait, there's like no time left. Can we try and get a little closer, maybe? Come on, Beck. Okay, we're, like, right there. I think we can kick. We can try at least. Oh, that's going to be off. Yeah, no good. As you can see, I'm not very good at kicking. I think I already said that. I already showed you. That's why I only do 2-point conversions. Anyway, this is going to go to the house, probably. If he doesn't get tired. Oh, there you go, yeah. Well, it did not go to the house, but still, 71-yard catch. See what I mean? I just, like, you know, just, like, kind of let that happen. Like, I just threw to him. I thought I would get, like, a couple yards out of it, and then he ended up going 71 yards. Again, this type of thing happens all the time. I'm barely paying attention to Retro Bowl, and then stuff like that happens. Like, I don't even know. I was just like, oh, look, it's open. Maybe he'll get tackled. And then I started talking, and then I'm like, oh, he's gonna go score a touchdown. Okay, what week is it? That's not good. What was it? 5 weeks? How do you even injure your neck that causes you to be out for 5 weeks? Our first round bye, the divisional, you'll be back by the Super Bowl? And that's why we are careful with our players, because if they're old, they're basically fragile. So I think this might be another 200-yard receiving game for Reezer right here. That couldn't have happened at like a worse time. Like at the beginning of the season, like at least if we lose a game, there'll be time to, you know, still like, you know, get back into it, still win the division, and he'll be back for the playoffs and everything. But like now we won't have our franchise quarterback until the Retro Bowl, which like Are you serious? How was that an interception? This is what I mean. Like, my receivers are very weird. They'll catch like the most impossible to catch ball of all time, but then when I need them to catch some, like actually desperately need them to catch something, it gets picked off or they drop it somehow. Anyway, I'm going to stop complaining about my receivers. My receivers are the best thing to ever happen to this Retro Bowl Rams team. Maybe when I'm like 60 years old in real life, I'll be like, oh look, it's Tashawn Kmet and Pharaoh Beck. When I had them in my Retro Bowl team, they were like the greatest receiving duo of all time. I mean, to be fair, if we did some guy named Mosby and Junior, then yeah. I feel like I'm gonna bench anyone. Oh, who's this? Oh yeah, definitely bench that guy. Please don't be like out for the rest of the season for no reason. I'm gonna need you to just like survive for this one game, please. Anyway, we are going for the perfect 17-0 season, regular season at least. I mean, this game is gonna be a very different story because normally I would just have, you know, most of the players out except for the ones that like desperately need a break. But like in this situation, I don't really want to go 16-1 because like, well, every time I had 16-1, I won the Super Bowl. But that's not the point. In real life, 16-1 is kind of unlucky. Just having one loss, like those teams like got messed up. But in this situation, as I said, I would like to go a perfect 17-0. And there you go. That's an interception. That's what we needed. Don't get picked off. And there you go. Where are we at? We don't have the ball anymore. That's where we're at. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Scoring a touchdown, going into the locker room, and coming back out, like that gives you like crazy momentum. I remember that being like a key part of me winning in Seattle. Oh, that was like a terrible throw. I realized that like way too late. That was such a risky throw. Can we get a replay on that? We gotta show that film to my backup quarterback and be like, do not ever do that again. And that was a pick. Whoops. But it doesn't really matter because we scored, or we were up by 9 and had, you know, a lot of stuff to do. Anyway, perfect season, 17-0. Anyway, ooh, oh, it's my bye week. Okay. Oh, wow. 51-30. Wow, that was a high-scoring game. Miami beat Las Vegas 47-30. Wow, these are high-scoring games too. Ooh, that was a close one, 26-23. And Tennessee started off the season undefeated. Then heading over to the NFC, we have Detroit beating Seattle. Seattle being frauds as always, unless I'm coaching them. New Orleans versus San Francisco. Apparently San Francisco are frauds as well. 48-13. And Dallas versus Washington, and it was 41-30 Washington or Dallas. One of these 14-3 teams are gonna come out of here alive. Let's see who it is. Ooh, it's Denver. And Miami versus Tennessee. Let's see who wins. Okay, Tennessee. Tennessee are barely winning these close games. Anyway, we'll have our playoff matchup against Detroit. Alright. No. Okay, that was a bad play. Are you serious? How did we... Okay, I'm not giving the ball to that fraud anymore because he can't do anything. That's actually kind of mean. I'm sorry, Debo Reeser. This morning I saw someone live streaming their Retro Bowl gameplay and they were using Detroit. And like earlier in the live stream they played the Rams. And the Rams like destroyed them. Okay, we are in the red zone now after that play. Oh, there we go. That should be a touchdown. Just kidding, it's not. Just call timeout. All right, come on, go get. There you go. Debo Reeser with the 2-yard touchdown. There you go. There you go. There you go. Touchdown to Debo Reeser. Reeser with 148 combined yards and 3 touchdowns. This is what I mean. This guy is just like really good. Okay, it's gonna be Dallas versus the Rams in the NFC Championship. Okay, let's see which AFC team will go to the Retro Bowl. Oh, it's Tennessee. 51-41. Oh, it looks like we're setting us up for a classic right here. Tennessee versus the Rams. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's huge. Can he go all the way? Well, he's gonna get into the red zone. Oh, okay, he broke the tackle. 55-yard gain right there. That was great play. And then there we go. Reeser gets the touchdown off of a very short catch. Oh, there we go. Found the open man, literally right in the middle of the field, and he's like right here now. And so Reezer's gonna score another easy touchdown. Might as well go for it. Why not? And it's gonna be picked off, and probably for a pit assist. Okay, phew. I kind of forgot to mention, you know, like the little like nuances about this game. But like after or before every single game, you'll have like a dilemma or like a press interview, and you have to like answer a question or like choose something, and it will affect like your team, like fan base, or like your players' morale or something like that. But here, these kind of questions are my favorite, because sometimes it's like, oh, what does this guy do? Is he a kicker or like a linebacker? And I'm like, joke's on you, I don't have a kicker. And same thing here. Obviously, I know Komet's a receiver. I throw to him all the time. But I don't even have a tight end. Well, I mean, technically I do, but it's not one of my stars. I mean, Beck and Komet didn't get a touchdown, but at least Ditson is back for the Retro Bowl against Tennessee. I'm gonna have to get used to Ditson being like an actual competent quarterback now, instead of being a guy that could barely throw like a couple of yards. Ooh, there you go. That's a big catch. 19 yards to Beck. I'm surprised that Beck is still like in the NFL. He's like getting there in terms of age, and like I'm surprised that he's still able to run and do stuff like that. No. Okay, it's like 4th and inches, I think. I think we just go for it, right? No, like the last play was like way better. Phew, we got it. It'd probably not be very ideal for Tennessee to try and go from like the 10-yard or like the 9-yard line all the way to the other side of the field. Okay, it's 3rd and goal. Okay, it's like right there. I think we can run that in, right? There you go, touchdown. I'm not really 100% sure if it's on its stream, because Tennessee hasn't scored a single time. Like, I just got sacked, which isn't very common for me, and the defense got really tight in the red zone, but they haven't scored any points despite being a 5-star offense, so I don't know. Okay, kind of risky, but 15-yard gain right there. Oh, okay, that was very close, but it's fine. And we get Reezer another touchdown. This guy's going to be Retro Bowl MVP, I'm pretty sure, because Komet and Beck, they don't get touchdowns anymore. I don't know. It just happens like that, alright? There you go. Los Angeles N are the champions of Super Bowl 107. Retro Bowl 107 will definitely go down in the history books. Again, see, look, my defense they only did okay and great. They're not going to get any defensive players of the year. Anyway, despite Ditson being out for like 5 games, he won MVP. I mean, to be fair, he was only out for like 2 regular season games. But still, Tashawn Kent with Offensive Player of the Year, kind of, I did not expect that. I thought it would be Reezer, because like he was like carrying the team, but still very deserved. And oh look, we did get Defensive Player of the Year, Darion Landrum. And so I add another ring to now I'm at 44 rings. Now I have enough for all of my fingers to have Super Bowl rings on them, and then give 10 rings to 3 other people, and they'll be able to cover every single finger with a ring. And then I have 4 extra that I can give, and they can have like they can hold up a 4 sign and count 4 rings, with one of them being like Super Bowl like 88 or something like that. I think it was 88. Yeah, it was 88. So yeah, that's my Retro Bowl team. Went 17-0. Again, let me know if you guys want to see more Retro Bowl content, more football content. Just let me know down in the comments below. Comment what your favorite team is while you're down there as well. And also, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, it would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to join the Netherite Blox squad, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.